sunshine. I'll be your love. I'll be your sunshine. I'll be your love. I'll be your sunshine. I'll be your love. I'll be your love. I'll be your sunshine. You see the sea. I'll see the sunshine. I'll be your love. I'll be your sunshine. Shine, shine.
Good afternoon and welcome inside the arena at TD Place in Ottawa, where the BlackJacks wrap up their three-game homestand as they host the Niagara River Lions. Ottawa enters this afternoon looking to build on the momentum from its last game after snapping a season-long 5-game losing streak. The BlackJacks also welcome back a familiar face, Isaiah Moore, who averaged 19 points and 11 rebounds with Ottawa last season. Niagara is looking to bounce back from a season-long 3-game losing streak as they wrap up a 2-game road trip. The River Lions will also be looking for revenge after Ottawa won the first meeting between these teams earlier this season. Both teams come in with identical 5-8 records, making this an important game as each looks to gain ground in the standings. Alongside Rosanne Jolie, Jackie Perez on our sidelines this afternoon. I'm Elias Elzain, and Rose, it should be a good one.
It should be a very good one. As you just mentioned, those two teams are equal in terms of standing, and the Eastern Conference is, in my opinion, open to anyone. Although Scarborough Shooting Stars definitely has an advantage with 11 wins and 2 losses.
As we look at the season averages for both teams, once again, both of them coming in with a 5-8 record. Points advantage Ottawa, as well as the field goal percentage. Free throws the same, 3-point shooting the same, assist 0.2 Niagara on them, and then rebounding Ottawa advantage in that department, and they're going to get a boost with the return of Isaiah Moore, who averaged 11 last season for this team.
Yes, we hope it's going to make a big difference inside the key, as offering second chances is still something that the BlackJacks have to work on.
Definitely, and we'll see what happens as we'll get to the starters in a moment, but spoiler alert, Isaiah Moore will be starting for the Ottawa BlackJacks, as we're going to go to our sideline right now with Jackie Perez. She's joined by head coach of the Ottawa BlackJacks, Justin Mazzulla. Jackie?
Well, thanks so much, Elias. Coach, a much-needed win against the Scarborough Shooting Stars last week. How is the team feeling going into tonight's game?
Yeah, I think we're continuing to trust each other, and the guys see what each of them bring to the court and what each of them bring to each other. And our energy and our effort is always going to be there, and these guys are trusting that process.
Togetherness, defense, that's always been key for all of your games. What worked for the game last week, and what are you bringing into this one?
Yeah, our togetherness. I mean, it's one word, but it's very powerful when it works. And we're just going to have, it takes everyone on that bench, back bench, front bench, players. But most importantly, when the players trust each other and play together, then they bring the best out of each other.
There is a new name added to the lineup, but a very familiar face here in Ottawa, Isaiah Moore. What will he be contributing? How excited are you to have him on this team?
Yeah, I mean, we're super grateful to have him, and he's a competitor and he wants to win, and his willingness to win and his fight to win is really important, and we can value from that for sure.
Appreciate it. Good luck today, Coach.
Thanks.
All right, Elias, Roseanne, let's take it to you.
Thanks, Jackie. It's going to be an exciting one. We'll see how the teams come out We'll be back with the keys to the game and our starting lineups. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Channel, YouTube, and CEBL Plus.
Hello, Canada. Welcome to a new CEBL season.
It's been amazing, Canada basketball, to put that platform and give guys an out.
The crowds were bigger, the players got better, the quality of the game got better.
You gotta love it, Canadian.
Fasten your seatbelt tonight because we're going to have some high energy and some high flying stuff.
This is the trail. This is the real. It's all that I gotta say. I'm in my zone.
No shortage of emotion, no shortage of intensity as anticipated.
Welcome back inside the arena at TD Place in Ottawa as we go right into our keys to the game for the visiting River Lions. It's presented by CBIC. Roseanne, the keys to the game for Niagara.
For Niagara, the first one would be to crash the boards. As we know, the BlackJacks have struggled the last few games in offering too many second chances, and Niagara are third in the league in no boards per game with 11.3. So if they can translate those into basket, it's going to be really hard for the BlackJacks today. The second one is take care of the ball. The Niagara are third in less turnovers per game, so if they are taking care of the ball, on top of that, going for second chances, it's going to be a very good game for them today. And the last one is defensive transition. BlackJacks is one of the top team, in my opinion, in terms of fast break and offensive transition. Whenever they have those very athletic guys on the floor, they're able to run, and as soon as they have a defensive rebound, they're looking for that long pass, so it's going to be something to keep an eye on.
Next for the home BlackJacks, Roseanne, their keys to the game presented by CDIC.
The first one is protect the key in a very good way, in the sense that the BlackJacks are the #1 team in the CBLs in blocks per game, as Alex Fudge is actually the first one in the league with 2 blocks per game, and Roller is following up just behind at third with 1.6. So as a team, they're doing very, very well in protecting the key. The second one is this fast break I had just mentioned. It is something that gives a lot of energy to the BlackJacks, but also to the crowd. So whenever we have those sequences of a lot of pushing the ball, getting some dunks and some good action, the crowd is there, and it just brings a lot of energy. And then the last one is second chances, as again I mentioned earlier on, the Niagara is the third in the league in offensive rebounds per games.
We'll see if they'll be able to go with those keys that you mentioned for both teams, and let's take a look at the player to watch from each team. We'll start with the visiting Niagara River Lions.
I don't think it's a surprise to anyone. Khalil Ahmed, he's just back in the league. It's his 5th season, and he's a 2-time CBL champion, so we're welcoming him back in the league with his team. He is in career averaging almost 20 points per game with a very good percentage from the field goal and from the three-point line as well, with almost 5 assists. So he's someone that we know. He's been again a CBL champion. He's been an all-star. He's been an MVP. He's a great athlete to watch.
Yeah, definitely an MVP. You mentioned the CEBL team selections, and he's close to being the all-time leading scorer. Now for the BlackJacks, your player to watch.
The player to watch is the one that made the game against the Shooting Star a win with a few of his good action. In only 25 minutes, he went 8 for 15 from the field goal, accumulating 22 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 blocks. So he was able to be a threat on each side of the court, whether it was block, rebounds, or amazing dunks like we just saw on the screen. He was a great, we know what he's able to do, but he's been a little bit inconsistent. Not too many minutes in the last few games, and I hope that that's going to bring him a lot of energy and confidence to finish the season well.
Yeah, and we look at both the guys tonight or this afternoon, and I'm sure they'll both have great effects on their team. Fudge off the bench, and obviously Ahmad starting for the Niagara River Lions. As we look at the starting lineups first with the visiting Niagara River Lions, led by Khalil Ahmad, Cameron Warrens, Nathan Cayo, Elijah Lufile, and Keontae Kennedy. And now for your Ottawa BlackJacks will be Kobe Elvis, alongside Matthew Cleveland, Isaiah Moore, Justin Jackson, and Javonte Smart, the 5 on the floor for Ottawa to begin this ball game, as we're going to get tip-off underway here, and that's presented by Spalding, the official game ball of the CEBL. And the crew chief, Max Odette, will throw it up, and it is tipped and batted around, gathered by the River Lions. The umpires tonight, Matt Boyle and François Brouillette. As we have a stop with the clock, the shot clock should be at 20. It didn't go off at the same time as the game clock. And Ahmad, as I mentioned, just 5 points away to become the all-time leading scorer in the CBL. That's regular season and playoffs. And what an achievement for him. Kyle, baseline, reverse the other way, finishes it inside for the first bucket of this game.
Yeah, that was a great take by Cayo. He's definitely a forward that is able to attack from the three-point line. He has many different ways of finishing around the rim.
There's Moore's first touch, hands it off to Smart. Cleveland on the wing. Smart and Cleveland going to a two-man game. Justin Jackson, that quick release from beyond the arc, and it's nothing but the bottom of the net. Ottawa answers right back. Ahmad. Lufile. Warren's inside. Kyle looking to make it 2 buckets. Turn around. Too strong, no good. Ball's batted around. Smart the other way for Ottawa. Up ahead, it's Moore running the floor, and he will be rewarded in his first points of the season with Ottawa.
Yes.
Come in the paint.
Yeah, and then when we talk about fast break during our pregame intro, that's what I mean, right? It was a quick defensive rebound to push to the first post. Moore, who was ready to catch and finish.
And that's a turnover by the River Lions. Head coach Kimball McKenzie caught that one, but not a player anymore.
No. Not anymore.
Elvis, 10 assists the other night against Scarborough, looking to get his guys involved. Moore at the top, picks up a dribble, it's Cleveland. In the corner, Elvis, 3 ball, too strong, Lufile on the weak side. Ahmad, put it up from beyond the arc, no good. Smart, and Ottawa's out in a hurry. It's Elvis in transition, extra pass, Smart, no hesitation. A couple of misses now. Nice jab step that frees off the mark, it's batted. And Cleveland in a hurry, it's loose, and back-to-back turnover. Up ahead, Lufile, one-handed stuff. Frantic pace to begin this ball game.
Yeah.
Couple turnovers.
A few turnovers, a few quick shots. I mean, I think Smart in that last possession, he could have taken a little bit more of the time to let the play develop, but we're always confident that Smart is usually making the right decision.
Cleveland, 3 is off the mark, and Warren's the other way for Niagara. Kyle. Kennedy has Cleveland bite, dumps it inside. Lufili, no good, and it is a late whistle, but I believe it is the correct one. It seemed like Moore got him on the arm going up. That will be his first personal.
Yeah. Lufile had an amazing position on Moore on that one for the dump off. He was ready to catch it and finish with a reverse layup. So the call was late because I think the official was waiting to see if the ball was going to go in.
As a coach, do you like that?
No.
Just give me the
foul,
call,
that's
right?
my opinion.
Yeah. And this Eastern Conference game is presented by Lonomax as Lufile gets the first one to trickle. Just under 70% free throw shooter on the season. No good. He has 3 points on the evening, including or this afternoon with that dunk. He averages 6 on the year. Smart. All the way. No good, too strong. I thought he could have had an easy layup there with his left hand.
Yeah, I love the hesitation. Lufile left as the drop defender, and he just kept going.
Kayo too strong off glass, and it's more the other way. He'll bring it up himself. Cleveland in the corner. Elvis, no hesitation. And Ottawa turns the defensive rebound stop into a corner 3.
Yeah. And I know for coming to watch a few of the practices and walkthroughs from the BlackJack, the corner 3 is a green light for almost anyone who's standing there ready to catch and shoot, whether it's contested or not. And the BlackJack has been doing well from that spot.
It will stay with Niagara as it went out of bounds. 13 on the shot clock into Lufile. Kyle. Drives left, Jackson all over him, looking for Lufili backdoor, and it's another unforced error by Niagara. Quick discussion between the officials, and it will be Ottawa basketball. Francois Boyette and Max Odette. Smart slowly across the timeline. Ottawa leading by 3 all the way, drives this time with the left off the mark once again. Ahmad. 0 for 1 so far this afternoon. Directing the offense for Niagara. 10 to shoot, Kyle. And he is fouled on the drive. First personal on Justin Jackson as Curtis Hollis checks in. Follow at CEB League on all social platforms to stay up to date on stats, storylines, and more for all 10 teams in Canada's Pro Basketball League. Ahmad drives, reverse scoop layup is good, and now just 3 points away from becoming the CEBL all-time leader in that department.
It's probably not going to take too long before it happens.
Jackson, corner 3, and he has 2 threes in this first quarter, and that's that second one from that same corner.
Yep. Jackson is definitely not someone you want to leave open, and it's a second one like you just mentioned, so it's one of the players from the three-point line that Niagara will have to keep an eye on.
Justin Harmon and Marco Malatic check in for Ottawa. We'll also get a first look at Cole Long on the Niagara side. Niagara in their white jerseys today, Ottawa black and red. Some black and green on the Niagara jerseys as well. 15 on the shot clock. Ahmad will inbound for the River Lions, who are down by 4. Very important matchup in the standings. Kennedy, Jackson on him. Kennedy drives, tries to throw it down, but he is fouled, and that will be Justin Jackson's second personal.
There was some miscommunication on the defensive side, as we just saw on the replay between Harmon and Smart on who was supposed to be the help defender.
And Justin and Jack Kajore will check in as Jackson will take a seat He leads Ottawa in scoring so far with 6 points, 2 triples, but he'll take a seat now with those 2 personal fouls. Still over 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Kennedy made the first free throw. One more coming up for him. Trickles out. Smart around the Moore screen. He drives into the paint. The floater's good, and that's Smart's first bucket.
Yeah, off of a switch on a ball screen. I thought maybe they were going to entertain that mismatch with Moore, but Moore was really letting Smart do his thing.
Kennedy. They go inside. Kayo has the mismatch. Smart, great defense there. 3 balls off the mark, balls deflected, and Jack Tajure picks it up. He'll bring it up himself. Malatic, he drives off the dribble, finds Smart. Seven to shoot, Malatic, the 3 ball, he can do that, but that one's too strong, along with the long rebound. Hollis in transition, jumper, off the mark. Back and forth again as Smart with a crossover dribble. Inside the paint, this time with the right hand. Devontae Smart, back-to-back buckets.
Yeah, he's been able to get all the way to the rim from the beginning of this game. Didn't make his first 2 or 3 field goal, but now I think he's warm enough that he's able to find the end of the bucket.
Kennedy with the dump off inside, and Kayo does the rest. Smart. Once again, it's the pick and roll. This time he throws it up, and Moore cleans it up. Isaiah Moore, we know he could do that.
Yeah, there's already some chemistry between Smart and Moore as they played together last year. And that pass, Moore was not even in a position yet, from my angle anyway, to be able to catch and dunk it. But that chemistry between the two is already showing.
Smart, once again, into the paint, kicks it. Corner triple. Harmon, no good. Kennedy. Hollis. His 3-pointers off the mark. Moore with the rebound. Smart. Smart back out, slowing things down. Gives it to Harmon, who drives. Stops on a dime, and his jumper is good, and Ottawa's feeling it offensively in this ball game. Their
Yes,
biggest
they
lead
are.
now by 9, 19-10.
Yeah, I love those screens. I wasn't a really big fan of it at the beginning, but they're often setting screens guard on guard, which usually at the university level, at the level that I'm playing at, it's not something we see often, but I'm enjoying watching it here.
Hey, you're watching. Good afternoon. Welcome back inside the arena at TD Place in Ottawa. Cal Tire, proud partner and tire expert of the CEBL. Shop top tire brands and have peace of mind with Cal Tire's price match guarantee. Shop and book at caltire.com. Alongside Jackie Claris, who's on our sidelines. Roseanne Jolie, head coach of the U Ottawa women's basketball team, Amalai Salzain. And you have to love the start by the BlackJacks, that momentum that we mentioned at the top, carrying over from the Scarborough game right into this very important game that affects standings this afternoon.
Definitely. I mean, it wasn't a pretty start for those two teams with some turnovers for Niagara. And again, they're the third team in the league with less turnovers per game, and they already have 3, although they usually are averaging around 13. So that was interesting to see. But the ball movement, the BlackJacks has already accumulated 6 assists. So that means the ball is moving and they're getting really good opportunities.
And here's Cleveland out of the timeout. No good with the runner. We have a couple of substitutions. Both sides, and that 3 balls up with no hesitation and off the mark by Terry Jr. Cleveland in a hurry, throws it up. Good help side defense by Hollis. And that one's taken away by Harmon. Cleveland, the 3 ball, no good. Offensive rebound by Fudge, and he is fouled, so he checks into the game. Fudge, Cleveland, Elvis, and Jack Tajore, and Harmon, the 5 on the floor for Ottawa at the moment. Phil Jordan, Fuente is in for Niagara. TJ Law, our first look at him.
Yeah.
Donald Terry Jr., Hollis, and Long.
There was a little bit of a conversation between Fudge and Cleveland. I think it has to do with the possession just before, where Cleveland tried to go for a lob pass to Fudge, but Fudge kind of had gave up on the possession. He didn't put himself in a good position to finish the play.
First double-digit lead as Fudge makes his first free throw. Second one drops as well. Carey Jr. Long. Right back to Carey Jr. Long. Throws it in the corner. Law pump fakes. One dribble. Baseline jumper. Gets it to drop.
With only 1 second left on that shot clock, and the BlackJacks were in their zone formation. It's been very successful, especially last game against the Shooting Stars. And it was about to be a very good possession, but with 1 second left, Niagara was able to make that shot.
And that ball was taken off the rim. Remember, these are FIBA rules, so you're allowed to swipe it off when it's above the rim, and it turns into a bucket the other way by Hollis. Heads up play, you don't see it often,
No,
but that is
really
totally
a
a legal play,
Yeah.
and smart, high basketball IQ to bat it off as Cleveland drives, gets it to go. One more coming at the line for Matthew Cleveland, who makes it look easy.
As we see Cleveland with the replay, and he's one of the great guard on BlackJack roster. One of them that is able to finish very well around the rim.
40 seconds to go in the opening quarter. 23-16 Ottawa leads. Cleveland converts the 3-point play. Terry Jr. will bring it up for Niagara. Up ahead, it's Long. TJ Long, former Carleton Raven. Inside, athletic move to get to the rim, no good. Now no shot clock.
And that's presence inside the key with Fudge.
Elvis, 10 to shoot. Long giving him no room to breathe. Trying to find Cleveland rolling, it wasn't there. Long the other way, 2 seconds. The ball is up, no good. Fudge with the defensive rebound, and at the end of the first quarter, Ottawa has a double-digit lead, 24-14 over the visiting Niagara River Lions. You're watching CEBL basketball live on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CEBL Plus.
right, welcome back to the Ottawa BlackJacks versus Niagara River Lions. Joining me now, we have Joe Mazzulla. You're the head coach of the Boston Celtics, but also watching a younger brother here in action. Just talk about your emotions when you heard that Justin was going to be the head coach in the CEBL.
Yeah, I was just really happy for him. I think anytime you can get head coaching experience at a young age, it just helps you, grow as a coach. And I know he cares about the craft. He puts a lot of time into it, so it's great for him.
Let's talk about that craft. Have you seen a little bit of him in action here today? How would you describe Justin's coaching style?
Yeah, I mean, he's energetic, wants to learn, and I think he does a good job just kind of building relationships with the guys because of the age and where he's at. But like I said, there's a sense of pride, sense of energy, and likes to learn.
Have you been to a CEBL game before?
No, it's my first one, so I'm excited.
What do you think so far?
It's good. Fast-paced, high tempo, and obviously learning as much as you can. So.
All right, final question. You are a busy man. You are also in the off-season. Advice for your upcoming coaches as well as players. How do you stay sharp and competitive outside of basketball?
Just try to learn from everybody. I feel like no matter what level anyone is, they provide something that you're better than. So you just have to learn as much as possible, take in as many experiences as you can.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Enjoy the game.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, head coach of the Boston Celtics, Joe Mazzulla. Everyone knows that he's the older brother of BlackJacks coach, obviously an NBA champion and the reigning head coach of the year in the NBA. Nice to have him in town. Also, assistant coach of the Utah Jazz is here, Scott Morrison, longtime head coach at Lakehead. So some celebrities in town, Rose. Yeah, of course.
I think it's definitely adding to some of the energy we've seen on the BlackJack side.
Yeah, some guys definitely know who's sitting courtside. Want to put on a little bit of a show.
Wanting to do well defensively, bring a lot of energy on the offensive side.
Shoot a lot of three-pointers as Fudge makes the first free throw. Of course, both of them have that philosophy. I think basketball nowadays, lots of three balls. And Fudge goes 2 for 2. So his spark is carried over. His points coming from the free throw line. Here's Ahmad. Former MVP. Has more on him, trying to create space. That ball's deflected and it's Fudge the other way. Niagara gets back in a hurry. Elvis thought about it. Finds a trailer in Jackson. He's already made 2. That one's off the mark. Fudge offensive rebound. Thought he rushed that one. Warrens. It's long. He drives. Circles back. Kicks it. Long. His 3 is off the mark, and Moore doing a great job defensively on the glass. That's 5 rebounds. Smart in the paint. That ball's loose, and it goes out of bounds. It will stay with Ottawa. 15 to shoot as Kayo checks in for Long. Elvis will inbound here on the baseline. Ottawa has 15 on the shot clock. And an illegal screen on Jackson, and that's going to be his 3rd personal.
Yes.
So a tough start to this game for Justin Jackson, and right away Marko Maletic off the bench for Ottawa. And still 8:21 to go, Rose, in the opening half, and 3 fouls on a guy who's a big part of this team.
Yes, and he started the game very well. We know that he's a spot-up shooter, but that 3rd foul of him was definitely a foul that he could have prevented. It was just like literally two-hand push in the back to try to set the screen better, but it was not necessary.
Warrens to inbound for Niagara. Here's Ahmad, 3 points away from becoming the all-time CEBL scoring leader. Lal on the wing, trying to find Ahmad cutting. That's deflected by Moore. It will remain with Niagara as Cleveland checks in for Fudge. 7 on the shot clock. Ahmad to inbound. Warrens, and that's deflected and taken away by Smart on the strip. Trying to go no look to Moore. Should have threw it higher. Lal the other way. Lots of deflections. This one will stay with Niagara. Twente. Warrens. Lal now. Inside to Kayo, has a mismatch. Backs down Elvis, too easy, no help there. And Kayo does the rest.
Yeah, that was a well played by Kayo, understanding that he had a mismatch. It took his time, and it really just took 2 dribbles to be able to finish right next to the rim.
Smart elects to call his own number, and he hits it from beyond the arc. Javante Smart now has 7. Ahmad blows right by Elvis and throws down the one-handed hammer. Smart looking to answer. That step back triple is good and lets Ahmad know about it. Warrens trying to go inside, it's deflected. Smart can't keep possession. It will remain with Niagara, but what a way to tie the all-time scoring record with a poster dunk by Khalil Ahmad.
Yes, he's a great athlete, and in my opinion, he's the kind of athlete that you know he scores, but then you look at the game sheet at the end of the game, and he's always above, 30, and it was almost like a silent game for him.
Elvis with the weak side rebound. Smart in a hurry. Here's Elvis. Calling for the screen. Finds more. And that's a foul on Ahmad. A little too aggressive helping. Cleveland will inbound for Ottawa. Gets it to Smart at midcourt. Malatic in the paint. The one-handed floater is good. And Malatic spoke to him yesterday. He said that's an underrated part of his game where he can put the ball on the floor. Doesn't do it much, but he knows he can.
Yeah, no, he doesn't, because for sure his first role is to shoot threes, and we know how good of a three-point shooter he is. But usually when you're a very good three-point shooter, sometimes you're able to put the ball down and get to the rim.
First personal foul on Malatic, and it will send Ahmad to the line. With one free throw here, he will become the CEBL all-time leading scorer regular season and playoffs. All he needed was 5 coming into this game. Has 4, and there is the 5th point, and now everybody's looking at the all-time leading scorer in the CEBL regular season and playoffs. What a career for Khalil Ahmad. Makes it 2 for 2, now 1,635 points. Harmon back into this one for Ottawa. Around the screen, in the corner. Malatic, no good, weak side rebound, it is Ahmad. See if he can get going for the River Lions. Warrens. Lufile, count it, one more at the free throw coming for the big man. And it seems like Niagara's getting into their groove here in quarter number 2, slowing the game down, Rose.
Yeah, definitely. I was just about to say just before how slow now the tempo of this game is. There's really not that much fast break for the BlackJacks, and one of the reasons is also because of some of the turnovers from Niagara, where now BlackJacks have to set up their plays.
BlackJacks still do have a lead, 36-25. You're watching CBL Basketball Live on CBC Champ, YouTube, and CBL Plus.
The CDIC
Good afternoon. Welcome back inside the arena at TD Place in Ottawa. 36-25 Ottawa leads. 5:34 to go in quarter number 2. New Era is the exclusive game uniform partner of the CEBL, and all 10 of its teams from coast to coast. Pick up your official replica jerseys now by visiting CEBL.ca. Lofili is at the line, trying to complete a 3-point play. And the free throws in. Elvis will bring it up. Malatic goes baseline, comes back, picks up his dribble. At midcourt with Elvis, directing traffic. Harmon, no hesitation from beyond the arc, and he rattles that one in. Justin Harmon. He has 5.
Yeah, he hadn't touched the ball too much since the beginning of the game. He was off the bench, which I'm really, really liking Harmon off the bench because he's still playing starter's minute, but the energy that he brings whenever he touches the floor, whether it's on the defensive side or just as we've seen, making a 3-point shot once in a while.
And there he is, collecting the defensive rebound, quickly up ahead. Elvis, corner, right back. Around the screen. Calling for more. Inside, it's Isaiah. Ooh, a little too high on that one. Justin Harmon is not that tall. Unforced error.
Yes.
As it goes into the second row.
Yeah. The read was good because he got the ball and,
Right.
and he realized he had 2 defenders on him, but
And Harmon was open in that corner.
He was definitely open.
Just hit a 3, so you want to get him another shot. Just an unforced mistake. I think Ottawa's playing well, and head coach Justin Mazzulla is fine with that. Like you said, it was the right read. Here's Ahmad. Into the paint, dumps it off. Caio pump fakes, can't get that one to go. And Cleveland quickly up ahead. Harmon lobs it, and Moore finishes it with 2 hands. Count it. One more at the line for Isaiah Moore. Welcome back to Ottawa.
Wow. The recognition from Harmon on this play. I honestly thought that he was going to go pump fake and then try to finish because he did have the advantage and the fast break. But the fact that he recognized that Moore was running behind, and it's something that obviously he loves doing as a first post.
No good, too strong. Can't convert on the 3-point play, but already 2 alley-oop dunks for Isaiah Moore. Ahmad. Inside, Caio, easy reverse layup.
Niagara is often looking for that pass inside. Those are really tough, especially when you have good forwards like Caio, who's able to catch, dribble, finish with a reverse layup.
And Malatic answers right back for Ottawa with a corner triple. And that read is always there, though, for Niagara, as Ahmad is getting into the paint and Moore is helping in the dunker spot.
The dunker spot is wide open, and it's I'm sure it's some of Vasco's little plays, because it's very similar to some of the stuff that Carleton runs often.
Elvis across midcourt. Right back to him. Here's Cleveland. He attacks into the paint, loses control of the basketball, and Niagara forces a turnover. In transition, it's a 3-ball, and that one is in. Hollis. So a couple of back-to-back buckets for Niagara, trimming this lead to 11, and another unforced error. Don't like that one from Harmon, and Niagara playing a bit more aggressive defensively as Fudge Smart and Njak Tajore check in for Ottawa. Hollis to Ahmad. Hollis, who just had that 3, Good defense there, deflecting out of bounds. It's Harmon. Kyle spins, and a nice move, taking advantage of his size on Malatic.
Yeah, it's the third time now that we've seen Nathan Ko attack from the ducking spot. You know, it's one-on-one. It's hard to help from, and he keeps going at every defender he's had.
Too strong off back iron. The Harmon jumper. Ahmad the other way. Looking to trim into Ottawa's lead even more. He drives. Tough layup, but Ahmad does that. He is fouled by Harmon. A bonus shot coming up at the free throw line for Khalil Ahmad. He has 8. Harmon's first personal as Christian Roller checks in for the first time. Marco Malatic, so getting some size. Head coach Justin Mazula.
Yeah, I think it's a good call because Caio has been getting some mismatch inside and probably adding some side, keeping Fudge on the floor as well. Now they have someone to defend Lufile, but also Caio.
That one is too strong. Rare miss at the free throw line from Ahmad. Smart. He attacks, finds Fudge. It's almost stolen away. It's saved. Fudge, and it is taken away by Caio. Up ahead. Kennedy goes up, and that's erased. Not in here by Alex Fudge. Sends it out of bounds. Great recovery.
Very good recovery. And he was working hard at first to prevent that turnover and didn't stop, came back.
That's his first block. Yeah. The league leader in that department. Hollis drives in the corner. No hesitation. Caio, no good. Climbing the ladder, it's Harmon. He brings it up himself. Ottawa's offense hasn't been there, and that one is picked off by Hollis. He spins in transition, no good. Lufile offensive rebound off the mark, and another foul inside, and 2 more free throws coming up for Niagara. This time, Elijah Lufile. As Lufile steps to the line. Lotto Max now gives you even more chances to win with new prizes of $100,000 every draw. Get your Lotto Max ticket now. Must be 18 plus. First free throw is good for Lufile. Usually just gets to the free throw line 3 times. This is already 5 for him. And he splits them. As we have a timeout on the floor. 65 seconds to go in the opening half. Ottawa still leading 44-39, but offensively the last couple of trips down rose in turnovers, bad passes, steals off of live dribble action. What does Ottawa have to do here to get at least a decent shot up?
Yeah, well, for sure, I know that they want to finish the second quarter on a good note because they were up 14, even 16, if I'm not mistaken, at some point. Now they're only up by 5. So with 65 seconds, technically, they should have 2 possession compared to 1 for Niagara, which should give them a little bit of an advantage, but definitely preventing any of the turnovers. Niagara has been doing a very good job on ball defense. You know, picked on Fudge behind a 3-point line, picked on Harmon now just recently while he was trying to set up the offense. So limit turnovers. I know it's very easy to say, but it's been hurting the Blackjack. They've already accumulated about 8 turnovers this half only. And set up the plays. They've been able to find the corner threes open. They've been able to play with some ball screen, pick and roll for more, maybe bring more to finish the quarter. and set up some screen actions with him in it. But Fudge is also a very good option. So
we'll see what's drawn out of this timeout. 44-39. Ottawa still shooting it extremely well from the field. 53%, 46% from beyond the arc.
Yes, and my mistake, they are actually at 10 turnovers and not 8.
And 10.5 is a lot, because Niagara has turned those into 11 points. Roller hands it off to Smart. Again, around the Roller screen, he'll put it up. Way off the mark, looked like he got fouled. Smart not happy with the no call there, and Niagara will come out in transition. Kyle picks up his dribble. Kennedy now. Fudge does a great job in recovering. Kyle with an advantage here over Smart. Backs him down, the double comes. Kennedy, 3 ball, no good. Battling for it, it is saved by Harmon. The BlackJacks have numbers the other way. Smart finds Harmon into the paint. Corner, Fudge thought about it. He drives, kicks it. Smart's wide open. The 3 is off the mark. Ahmad, Kennedy, it's a 2-on-1. Here's Hollis trailing. Fast pace, and his jumper is good in transition. Smart, 2 to shoot, gets to midcourt, will throw it up, and just misses it left. And at the end of 2, it is now just a 3-point ball game. 44-41. Ottawa sees their 16-point lead erased. Well, not fully erased, but
not
3
fully
points.
erased, yeah.
And if you're Niagara, you're definitely, obviously, loving that.
Yeah, they definitely had the momentum, at least for that second quarter, and that was poor executed by the BlackJacks with that 65 seconds left. I think, you know, with some very good leadership with players with a lot of IQ on the floor. When they had that last possession, they could have taken their time and waited for it. There was still about 14 seconds when Smart took that last shot. I think they should have waited until there was at least, you know, 6 seconds left, so maybe a chance for a second chance. But those last 65 seconds, I'm pretty sure Coach Missoula is not happy with.
I don't think anyone would be. Niagara closes the half on a 13-0 run, and we'll throw to our sideline reporter Jackie Perez, who is with the all-time CEBL leading scorer Khalil Ahmad. Jackie.
That's right, Elias. We have a new king of the scoring charts, Khalil. How does it feel? Did you know that you were en route for tonight's game?
Yeah, my mom texted me before the game, you know, just trying to give me some extra motivation of sorts. But, you know, main goal is obviously to win, but, you know, it's a nice little accolade to hit on the way.
Well, that motivation definitely worked from Mom. Let's just bring up these lists. This is now added to your CEBL record holder for steals, target score, game winners. When you first joined this league, did you ever think you were going to achieve these milestones or go after these milestones?
No, not even a little bit. You know, it was like what was right in front of me at the time, which is winning games. I didn't see the longevity of it at all.
Talk about your journey with the Niagara River Lions during your entire career with the CEBL. What has it meant to you?
It's meant a lot. I mean, I've got a lot from this league, from that team, from that city. You know, I've met my girlfriend there. You know, my family loves it there. And then 2 back-to-back championships is something that, you know, you can't really put words in. So, you know, it's just a lot of positive experiences for sure.
All right, goals for this year, maybe, hopefully a 3-peat. We're not talking that just yet. We're talking about this game specifically. You guys were down by quite a lot, but now you're in it within 3. What motivation do you guys need to get that win tonight?
We don't need any motivation. If we're trying to win a championship, we have to be championship caliber every possession, and that's what we're trying to do.
Appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you.
Congratulations again. Khalil Ahmad, ladies and gentlemen. Elias, Roseanne, I'll take it back to you.
Thank you, Jackie. 3-point ball game. Ottawa up on Niagara, 44-41. Coming up at the half, CEBL feature unfinished business with Ottawa's very own Javante Smart. Jackie Perez will interview Niagara head coach Kimball McKenzie. A look at the first half stats and Roseanne's players to watch. You're watching CEBL Basketball Live on CBC Jam, YouTube, and CEBL Plus.
When the game come down to that moment, when it's winter time, you know, I'm there and I'm ready and I'm willing to take the step to, you know, be that guy.
He takes it strong to the basket. Smart and just knows how to score. They can create their own shots at will.
energy.
Hey, I'm Javante Smart from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I play guard.
Dangadell into the hands of Javante Smart. You bet he wants the winner. Smart fading for the ball game. Come on! Javante Smart, 44 points and a record night.
I think that shoot around, I kind of felt like, I don't think I missed for real. The shoot around, like I do like this shooting thing I do every day before the game. And I don't think I really missed. So I kind of felt like I was gonna have a good day, but coming to the game, it was kind of rowdy. A lot of stuff went on during the game. And, you know, we kept our composure, and I also kept mine. But, you know, I felt like I was on fire the first couple shots that went in, for real. You know, when the game come down to that moment, you know, when it's winning time, you know, I'm there and I'm ready and I'm willing to take the step to, you know, be that guy. I know I'm that guy and I believe in myself, and we got a lot of people believing in me too. So when it comes to that moment, you know, I'm gonna be ready. I was raised that way. I think where I come from, you know, built me into the person I am today. All the things I've been through in my life, I think it molded me into this person I am right now. All the tragic, all the things you can name of, I've seen it all, and you know, I think that helped me. What gets me motivated is being without or not being able to. There's a lot of people that, you know, love the game but not able to play the game. But I get the chance to wake up every morning and, you know, do the thing I love. I love the game of basketball, and I'm just blessed to be in a position to be able to do it every day.
And Smart all the way to the rim.
Consistency, timing, being on time, you know, opportunity. There's a lot of things that go into, you know, basketball. I think the biggest thing, I'll say consistent, being consistent, whether that's on the court and off the court. It takes a lot to be a professional, and that's one of the biggest things I took.
I came here to help them win. You know, I can score the ball, make my teammates better, and that's what I'm coming here to do.
With the mark I had last year coming in, doing what I do, I think it's just a building thing. I can't go back to last year. Last year happened. I'm on to new things. I'm on to breaking new records, whatever I got to do. But I'm here to work. I'm going to let my work speak for itself. Winning a championship for the whole Ottawa family, whole fan base, whole organization. Individually, you know, I just want to win. Whatever it takes. I'm going to play my game, do what I do, help others get better, and you know, I just want to contribute to winning. And I know, you know, my game speaks for itself. It's gonna do what it do.
So when are you going to break the record?
This game.
Next game?
This game.
There's a lot to come. I got a lot in my game that hasn't been shown, and you know, it's an ongoing process. A lot of people that haven't seen, I hope they come out and watch the show. It's really a must-see TV thing. Everybody must see this. I put in a lot of work to show, you know, what I can do, and I feel like it's coming.
Good afternoon. Welcome back inside the arena at TD Place in Ottawa. Lysel Zen alongside Rosanne Joly. Jackie Perez on our sideline. 44-41 is the Ottawa lead as we take a look at the first half highlights, which was ended by a 13-0 run by Niagara. Their biggest run in franchise history is 20 points, so 20-0 run. So if they start this quarter with 7, they would tie that. But Ottawa needs to come up and have a good look or a good set offensively.
Yes. At the beginning, it felt like because Niagara was turning the ball a little bit, it prevented the BlackJacks from running the floor and getting those transition buckets. But lately, it's really just been Niagara adjusting their defensive transition and also playing very, very good on-ball defense. They have accumulated so far 11 points from turnovers, which has been the main difference in that second quarter. But the game is not done. I think the BlackJacks are still trying to kind of figure out, you know, with a new player on the floor, being Isaiah Moore, who's been doing a very good job with some of the dump-off pass for amazing dunks. But Cleveland is having a hard time. You know, we don't see Harmon very much. And Cleveland, I believe, right now has as many turnovers as he has points.
Yeah, he does. 3 points and 3 turnovers. We'll see if he'll be able to get into the groove here in the second half as we look at the halftime stats. Field goal percentage advantage Ottawa, as well as the 3-point percentage. Free throws, Niagara has gotten there 10 times already. Assist, Ottawa 12, Niagara 1, and then rebounding battle is in Ottawa's favor, 22-18. But I mean, you look at the half, and technically you look at the numbers in Ottawa, really good numbers, shooting percentage, 3-point shooting percentage, but it's been the turnovers. The turnovers have been essential for Ottawa. 10 turnovers, leading, like you mentioned, goes to 11 Niagara points. And you clean that up, you have a good chance at winning this ballgame.
Definitely, and the BlackJacks are very much doing a good job with the boards preventing Niagara from any second chance opportunity. The Niagara has only 3 offensive rebounds so far, but I can tell that BlackJacks as a team are working really hard on making sure that they're getting every defensive rebound.
And let's take a look at your players to watch and how they did in that first half. Of course, Khalil Ahmad for Niagara, now becoming the all-time leading scorer in CEBL history, and Alex Fudge trying to build on that game that he had against Scarborough.
Yeah, I mean, those numbers I knew for Fudge, unless he had, again, an amazing game like he did against the Shooting Stars. But with more now being added to the team, Alex Fudge's minutes were probably going to go down a little bit, and he's only played about 7 minutes. But in those 7 minutes, he's had a very good impact with 4 points. Another block added to his total since the beginning of the season. Again, he's the #1 athlete in the league in blocks per game, with averaging 2, and he has 1 so far. So I'm not, you know, like Alex Fudge is really the type of player who's gonna get what he gets every game, depending on the dump off and everything else. He's not the guy to be going and dribbling from the 3-point line, but Khalil is doing very well. You know, he is now the highest scorer in the league, and he's the type of player, again, that could go off for another 20-something points in the second half, which for the BlackJacks, we hope it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in the second half, and Fudge only 1 shot at him, so he's 0 for 1. His 4 points have come from the free throw line. You're watching CEBL Basketball Live on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CEBL Plus. Zane alongside Roseanne and Jolie, and we'll go right to our sideline reporter, Jackie Perez, with head coach of the Niagara River Lions, Kimball McKenzie.
Well, thanks so much, Elias. Down 3 going into the half. Kimball, what does the team need to do to get that win tonight?
We got to play good offense, share the basketball, and find good shots, and then our defensive intensity has to stay the way it was for the last 5 minutes of that half.
Oh.
Hopefully there is more motivation. We have Khalil Ahmed. He got the all-time scoring record for CEBL.
Yes.
How does that feel going into this?
Oh, I'm proud of him. Happy for him. A guy I played with and now have the pleasure to coach. Proud of Khalil, man. A true pro and a stud.
All right, good luck in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll take it back to you guys.
Thanks, Jackie. And it's time for our Red Tag Path to the Playoffs update. And this game is very important in that. In the standings, so here's how the standings shape up right now in the Eastern Conference, presented by Lotto Max. Scarborough, top of the table, 11-2. One of those losses coming against Ottawa. You have the Alliance behind them at 7-6, as well as the Brampton Honey Badgers. Ottawa 5-8, as well as Niagara. Ottawa already beating Niagara once this season,
Correct.
so 1-0 against them. Very important to get these games, especially if you have identical records heading into the playoffs. You want to have that head-to-head season matchup in your favor. In the Western Conference, presented by Cal Tire, Vancouver Bandits 9-4, Winnipeg Sea Bears 8-5. At 500, it's the Saskatoon Mamba 6-6. Edmonton follows with 4-7, and then the Surge at the bottom of the West and the bottom of the league at 1-11.
It is really important, as you mentioned, because the Eastern Conference is wide open. Number 1 with Scarborough Shooting Stars, they're pretty much set in that position. But again, anything can happen. But if the BlackJacks are able to win today, now they have 6 wins. If they're able to win against Brampton when they're on the road, they're going to play Montreal in a week or two from here. So those games, again, like you mentioned, are very important because they could easily go from being 4th in the Eastern to 2nd in no time.
These games are very important, and that's how the standings shape up right now, presented by Red Tag, the path to the playoffs in both conferences. So we're about to get the third quarter underway. BlackJacks on the floor. It's Elvis, Moore, Smart, Cleveland, and Jackson. The 5 that started this ball game. Niagara making their way onto the floor right now with Ufile, Ahmad, Tayo, Kennedy. And to start this third quarter, but didn't start the game, is Hollis. So Hollis will be starting here in this third quarter, and going to the bench, it's Warrens. So that one change for Niagara to begin this second half. And they have possession. Currently on a 13-0 run to end that second quarter. Here's Kennedy. Can he add to it? It's Ahmad. Backs down Elvis. Kicks it. Hollis thought about it. Cleveland meets him. And backdoor. It's Kennedy, and he's met by Moore. But they're going to call a foul on Isaiah Moore, so Kennedy will get 2 shots. But that looked like a lot of ball from our angle, Rose. Let's take a look at the replay.
I'm still a bit surprised, but it's okay. Those calls are tough.
Rose, let me tell you something. That's why we're not officials.
No.
Kennedy doesn't
you know what?
get it
I
to
tried.
go. Oh,
I tried years ago, and it's not for me. I would rather be a coach and
a coach that yells at the officials instead of
and not the
other way around. Yeah. Kennedy, second free throw, gets it to go. Now that's a 14-0 run.
Yes. And
for Niagara.
It was a good defensive possession. We can see already the adjustments that BlackJacks have made, especially from that short corner attack. There was a double down. You know, they moved well off of the Niagara's ball movement.
And Cleveland dumps it inside to Jackson. Now he'll head to the line for 2 shots. And Jackson, a big part of this team, when he was in foul trouble with 3 personals early, only played 6 minutes in the opening half, had 6 points, a rebound, 1 turnover, but he's at the free throw line for his first attempts of the night and ending that 14-0 run. First free throw is good for Justin Jackson, now 7 on the afternoon. and he goes 2 for 2. Ahmad walks it up, it's Caillou. Kennedy, the ball's moving for Niagara. Once again, in the well, outside the post, but looking to back down. Quick double. Kennedy, Caillou, who had it going in that first half for Niagara, short on the three-point shot.
Again, good defense from that short corner. You can tell that Niagara was hesitating a little bit, and for the answer to be Caillou shooting from the three-point line, that means that it was a good defensive possession for the BlackJacks.
More offensive rebound, Cleveland, and that ball is thrown behind. But he had Elvis there, wide open, but turnover. The 11th of the evening, and that's what's keeping Niagara in this ball game, stuck by 4. Kennedy. All the way, no one there, and he gets the easiest bucket of his life. 2-point game. Smart. Elvis swung around. Justin Jackson in and out, no good. Ahmad, he drives. Elvis all over him. It doesn't matter, and gets the friendly roll. Ahmad more involved in the actions here to begin quarter number 3.
Yeah, I think the coach from Niagara was able to identify some of the mismatches, and it seems like they're attacking Elvis on the defensive side.
And the floater by Elvis answers right back to give Ottawa a 2-point lead once again. And that one's poked away by Cleveland. Hollis thought he had it. Up ahead, Cleveland all the way, and a finger roll right at the rim. Let's see if that can get him going. A steal and an easy bucket.
It's often, right, when things don't go well on the offensive side like he's used to, Cleveland is averaging near 25 points a game. That means you try to do what you can control on the defensive side.
And he flies in for a one-handed stuff. Cleveland, 2 steals and back-to-back buckets right at the rim, forcing a timeout by head coach Kimball McKenzie and the Niagara River Lions, down 52-46. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CBL Plus. Good afternoon, welcome back inside the arena at TD Place in Ottawa. And you can be part of the energy that takes over our nation's capital all summer long. Get your tickets to experience pro basketball in Ottawa at the blackjacks.ca/tickets or scan the QR code. Ottawa 52, Niagara 46. Forcing that early timeout by head coach Kimball McKenzie. His team had a wonderful end to that second quarter, but Ottawa picking up the pace defensively. Here's Kennedy out of the timeout. Picks up his dribble. It's Lufili at the three-point line. Turning it around, calls his own number, drives on Moore, backing him down. Strong move inside, and nothing Moore could do there.
No, I remember that first time that BlackJacks have played against Niagara. That was back on May 18, so that was a while ago, but they were really trying to utilize that mismatch inside with Lufile, which ended up not really working for them at the end of the day, but he went 4 for 12 from the field goal, only shooting for 33%.
Hollis, that one's deflected by Cleveland. He's picked up the pace on that on the floor. 10 to shoot. Kennedy. Kyle has a smaller Smart. Spins. Help is there. They dump it off and it's stolen away by Jackson. Up ahead to Moore. Isaiah Moore! 2 hands for safety. Kennedy. So Ottawa turning defense into offense.
Yes, the wind has turned. Definitely the momentum is back with the BlackJacks, and we can feel it from the crowd.
Kyle spins. Nothing there. It's Kennedy in the corner. He drives, step back, free throw line jumper, way short. And the ball is saved by Elvis. Great hustle there. Cleveland finds Elvis trailing. Smart, wide open. Doesn't take it. Has the bigger Lufile on him. Gets it right back, looking to attack the big man, gets right by him, sidesteps for an easy 2 right at the rim. Javonte Smart has 12.
Yeah, those are the Euro step that we're familiar with. Smart has many ways to finish around the rim, and he always finds the way to finish, and it always seems super easy.
Kennedy answers right back with the 3 ball. Smart drives. Looking to make it back-to-back buckets. Can't. Gets his own miss. He's on the baseline now. Back out to Cleveland. 10 to shoot. Matthew Cleveland thought about it. Elvis, no hesitation from beyond the arc. Off the mark. Hollis up ahead. It's Kennedy. He just hit a 3 from that exact same spot. No good. Moore with the rebound. Smart. And he makes them pay in transition from beyond the arc. Smart has 13. Ahmad. Kyle will go up. That ball's deflected, and it will be a travel.
And it's honestly, it's now that we're able to recognize Jackson's impact. You know, he was 2 for 2 from the 3-point line when he had to go on the bench because of 2 early fouls, and then he took his 3rd earlier on in the 2nd. But the BlackJacks didn't really have anyone to defend Caio from that ducking spot or the short corner, and now all of a sudden Jackson is defending him, and Caio has been struggling since.
He has, as we see Fudge and Maletic check in for Ottawa. Phil Jordan, Chuente, and Warren's in the game for Niagara. Fudge saves it. Maletic corner triple, no good. Weak side rebound. It's Caio up ahead, and Smart steps in and intercepts that one. He goes the other way, and he is fouled. 2 free throws coming. He had Fudge and Moore there. I thought maybe he would have thrown an alley-oop, but now we'll see Fudge. We see Fudge and Moore on the floor together here, so that's interesting to see the 2 big men.
Love to see it. Love to see it. They're both have similar games, running to the rim as first post. You know, playing good defense, protecting the key. So love to see those 2 at the same time on the floor.
Smart at the free throw line. First one gets the friendly roll. He goes 2 for 2 on his first trip to the charity stripe. Kyle. TJ Law, former Raven, and won a national championship on this floor. Ahmad trying to go cross court, it's deflected, but Law has it. Lots of contact, and he's able to finish right at the rim. TJ Law, his 2nd bucket. Elvis can't hold on to that pass, and it's a turnover. 3:28 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ottawa leads 61-53. Ahmad throws it away, goes out of bounds, and it will be Ottawa basketball as Roller and Harmon check into the ball game. So Moore and Elvis will take a seat. Smart. Maletic. Deflected, but Roller saves it from being a turnover. Smart curling, gets the ball back. Smart drives into the paint, dumps it off. Roller, no good. Battling for it. Offensive rebound, big man. Goes up, leaves it short. Ahmad. And that's a foul on Phil Jordan. 20.
That's his second in a very short period of time.
As Carey Jr. checks in for Niagara. Harmon across midcourt. Maletic, Roller at the top. Schwente putting pressure. Harmon now in the corner. Fudge drives baseline. Kyle's there. Into the paint. Falling away, and Fudge making something out of nothing. One more coming at the free throw line.
You're not wrong. He first started in the corner three and then started dribbling, attacking baseline. Caillou wasn't letting him go that way, so then he turned, decided to attack middle and to try and finish with his left hand.
Such a soft touch around the rim. Cole Long into the ball game for Niagara. And that's the first field goal for Fudge. Can't convert on the three-point play. In a hurry, it's Niagara up the floor. Warrens. Wide open triple Law, no good. Weak side rebound, Fudge. Smart. Smart. Harmon. In the corner, he'll drive into the paint, following away, and he loves that shot. Makes it look so easy, driving left or right. A fall-away fade for Harmon. Terry Jr. Here's Warrens, he gets into the paint. Free throw line jumper, too strong. Roller with the rebound. Smart. Up ahead, it's Maletic, gets it right back. Into the paint, stops on a dime, falling away himself, no good. Roller battling for it, and it's a hell ball. It will stay with Ottawa, so great energy there by Roller. As Cleveland and Elvis check in. Smart and Roller will go to the bench. A minute 24 to go in the third quarter. Ottawa up by double digits, 65-53. And Elvis will inbound. Gets it to Fudge. Cleveland now. Trying to find Fudge. Ball goes out of bounds and it goes off Fudge. It will be Niagara basketball. Harmon, pressure on the ball handler. Warrens. And Carey Jr. Again, that's twice this quarter that they get called for that illegal screen.
Yeah, it had just happened with Jordan about like 3 or 4 possessions ago off of transition, which that one kind of makes sense because you're off of movement, you're coming from the back end, you're excited to set that screen, so he got caught on that one, but this one was a set play, so there's really no excuses.
Cleveland, he drives, he's bumped, gets it to go. Are they gonna count it? And it's offensive on Maletic, actually. So for the screen,
yeah,
same call.
I kind of saw it, especially because the officials had called 2 offensive foul almost back to back, and now it was almost like a goal screen, but 2-hand push. So I'm not really disagreeing with the official on this one.
Schwente spins, gets Fudge to Despite on the pump fake. Smart move by Twente. Obviously the blocks leader in the CEBL. Fudge wants to get as many as he can. With a height advantage there, I would rather Fudge stay on his feet.
Yeah, he for sure, because with his length advantage, he doesn't really need to be jumping that high.
Twente at the free throw line. First one's good. And he makes it 2 for 2. Elvis. Elvis. Inside Fudge, and he absolutely posters long. One-handed dunk right on his head.
Was almost like too easy. He was left wide open on that pick and roll.
Cross court, it's Warrens. He'll drive baseline. Falling away, gets it to drop. Warrens. Here's Fudge, 6 to shoot. Fudge all the way stops, finds Elvis trailing. 3 ball is up, no good. And at the end of 3, Ottawa maintains a double-digit lead, 67-57. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CEBL Plus.
All right, today's game bringing lots of family out for this afternoon game, including one particular family, Carter Wheaton. He is 9 years old, and he, through the Make-A-Wish Foundation, had the dream of not just meeting the BlackJacks, but also attending a game. And now the Ottawa BlackJacks taking things one step further. And through this, they assigned him to a team contract, signing Carter as an honorary BlackJacks player. Now here he is a bit with practice yesterday, playing with the team, cheering them on. Also in attendance was his family, including big brother Evan and dad Rob. Now he expressed how much Carter loves basketball, loves the BlackJacks, but of course still his favorite player is his big brother Evan.
Thank you. What's his name?
Carter.
BlackJacks on 3. 1, 2, 3.
What a wonderful story from the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And I was there yesterday and saw him clearly love the game of basketball. So you love to see the BlackJacks doing it. And as we get this fourth quarter underway now, yeah, I practiced yesterday, and it was so nice to see him, family there. Ottawa, a 10-point lead inside to Twente, kicks it out. Warrens His three ball way off the mark. Ball's batted around long. Offensive rebound, spins, throws it up, no good. But he'll have 2 free throws. Secure your seats today for numerous theme games throughout the season as the River Lions look for the three-peat. Tickets available at riverlions.ca/tickets or by scanning the QR code. One for 2 for Long at the free throw line. Here's Elvis. Lots of contact off the ball, and that's going to be a foul on Long. So that's his third personal and the first team foul for Niagara here in the fourth and final quarter.
Yeah, the officials have really been on point on calling most things this game, and I'm not sure if it has to do with, you know, a few of the last games here at TD Place where it got heated between the two teams, but they're really not letting anything go.
And there is another foul as Schwente gets called for his third personal, second team foul. Remember, at 5 team fouls, you get into the bonus. And that's ideal with target time coming after the 4-minute mark. Elvis, 10 to shoot near midcourt. Doubled, Harmon, inside more, touch pass, Maletich wide open. Ottawa can't convert, but beautifully drawn up. Cleveland offensive rebound. It goes out of bounds. It will remain with Ottawa, but on the weak side, Cleveland creating a second chance opportunity.
Yes, I mean, as a coach, you understand that no one will ever make 100% of their shot, but this was so well executed with that pick and roll. They found Moore inside. Moore was almost like a touch pass to that corner 3. And you really wish as a coach that it goes in, because that was a beautiful set play.
And because they've given up offensive rebounds, Lufile and Kyle back into this one, but Elvis hits this 3 with their second chance opportunity. Justin Jackson in the game for Ottawa as well, who's made a couple of threes of his own.
That's his, that was Elvis' second of the game. That first one was a catch and shoot from the corner, and this one was off the dribble.
Unforced error by Niagara. Turnover, and Ottawa the other way. Here's Elvis. Cleveland. He drives right all the way inside to the paint and gets it to drop. Cleveland getting into rhythm here in the second half.
Yeah, we haven't seen him too much since the beginning of this game, but we know that it's not a player that Niagara should forget about.
Lufile warrants. He drives. It's poked away by Moore. Great recovery by Isaiah Moore defensively. We will stay with Niagara with 10 to shoot as Kennedy, Ahmad, and Hollis into the game. Hollis.
And again, that last possession for the Blackjack where Cleveland was able to get to the rim and finish. A little bit contested, but he loves those contested shots. It was, again, because of 2 guards screening for each other and some miscommunication on the defensive side.
And there's Kyle on a beautiful inbound play. Gets an easy one. Here's Elvis. No hesitation from beyond the arc, and make that 2 3 balls for Kobe Elvis. Really starting to get into a rhythm from beyond the arc the last couple games, Kobe Elvis, and I know head coach Justin Mazzulla is loving the 3-point shooting from his guard. Kennedy looking to answer with a 3 of his own, and the bank is open on a Sunday.
It's a little bit of a ping pong game since the beginning of this fourth quarter, but I'm loving that the Blackjacks are keeping that advance. They are still up by 12 points on Niagara. So if they're able to score and Niagara is scoring as an answer, it doesn't really affect the score too much.
Elvis. Cleveland. inside, lots of contact, no good. Keeping it alive is Justin Jackson. So another opportunity here for Ottawa. Looking to reset with 10 to shoot. Elvis into the paint, and he gets called for a carry. It was a bit obvious from this angle.
He's trying to ask the official why, but we had the perfect angle from the broadcasting table. There was definitely a carry on.
Kayo to Lufili. Kayo leads Niagara in scoring this afternoon with 14. Kennedy picks up his dribble, 7 to shoot. Finds Hollis. Hollis drives. Tough shot, no good. In and out. Harmon with the rebound. Falling down, gets possession. Has to get it up across midcourt and does to Jackson. Cleveland right back. It's Isaiah Moore. Another two-handed flush. Turning literally nothing. Almost a turnover in the backcourt, but Harmon stayed composed. Found Justin Jackson, and it turns into an easy slam for the BlackJacks. 77-63, Ottawa leads.
There was, and we're going to see the replay on that pass from Harmon to Jackson. There was literally 17 seconds left on the shot clock, so that meant there was only 1 second left to pass the half-court mark. And for Cleveland to be able to attack and find his teammate Moore for that dunk, that was, again, just like you said, that whole play was made out of nothing, but it's something that the BlackJacks are really good with in creating in fast break opportunities.
I think you have to credit Harmon there with staying composed.
Yep.
Not turning it over, a defender all over him.
Correct.
And he was able to get it up to Jackson, and it turns into an easy dunk for Moore. 77-63, Ottawa leads, and the River Lions return home to the Meridian Center, where they'll welcome these BlackJacks for a rematch of today's game. Action begins Saturday, July 4th at 7 Eastern. And the Ottawa BlackJacks start a two-game Lotto Max Eastern Conference road trip when they visit Sean East and the Brampton Honey Badgers at the CAA Center on Thursday, July 2nd. Tip-off, 7:30 Eastern Time, and then they close out that road trip in Niagara. More now in double digits with 12. Smart has 17, and Elvis has 11. Niagara with possession. Hollis. And he is fouled. Going up. And that's foul on Justin Jackson. He'll pick up his 4th personal, so one more, and he is out of this ball game. Hollis at the line for 2 shots. This Eastern Conference game is presented by Lotto Max as he makes his first one. Drills them both. Still over 2 minutes to go before we reach our target time. 77-65. Ottawa leads Niagara. Cleveland inside. The one-handed push shot is good. So Cleveland getting into a groove offensively here in the second half. He has 11.
Yeah, correct. He only had 3 at the end of that second quarter, first half. And it's good to see him get those easy buckets near the rim and create for his teammates as well.
Kyle drives. Jackson still in the game with 4 fouls. Has to be careful. Doesn't jump. But Kyle makes a tough turnaround hook. He has 16 to lead the River Lions. Elvis. Harmon. He'll put it up from deep and rattle it home. Justin Harmon. Another one from downtown for him.
Yeah, I'm loving this. Those opportunities from Cleveland, from Harmon. We know that they've done very well in the past, and with Smart not being on the floor, I think he's been on the bench for a few minutes now. The BlackJacks are still doing very well. Elvis had a few shots beyond the arc. Cleveland is able to attack, and Harmon is also able to get on the scoring sheet.
As Elvis picks up his second personal, Third team foul, and right on cue for you, Roseanne. Javante Smart checks in for Harmon. Approaching the midway point of the fourth and final quarter. Hollis to inbound. Ufile to their star player, Ahmad. He drives, is fouled. 2 shots coming for Ahmad. Ahmad at the free throw line. He has 10 points. Quiet afternoon for him, but we know he can turn it up, especially in the target time. First free throw is good. Very important for Ottawa to have a big enough lead when target time begins. 2 for 2 at the line for Ahmad. As we have a timeout on the floor by Ottawa, they lead 82-68, 4:59 in the fourth quarter. What changed for Ottawa, Roseanne, here in the second half?
Well, you kind of mentioned it at the beginning, but it was really the effort on the defensive side. I think they I don't know what was said at halftime, but it feels from watching is that what was probably said is that they had to match the energy that Niagara has given on ball defense, right? Stealing a few balls. Cleveland got stolen a few times, twice in a row at the end of the second quarter, and now it's a BlackJacks defense on ball that is making a big difference and allowing the BlackJacks to get those easier bucket on the weak side. But it is still a very slow tempo game in my opinion. But the BlackJack have the tempo, they're able to score first. Now when Niagara answers, it doesn't really affect the score on the scoreboard. So I think really the defensive on-ball defense is making a difference.
Yeah, and they've definitely picked it up a notch here on the defensive side of the basketball. We'll see how these last 59 seconds play out. The first whistle after that 4-minute mark gets us into target time, with Ottawa leading 82-69. They have possession, and it looks like the River Lions will pick up full court. Elvis will get it into Smart, and Elvis will bring it up for Ottawa. Smart now. Driving in the corner. Jackson, no good. Ahmad. Kyle. He drives. Ahmad into the paint, kicks it Kennedy. His three is way short as Moore collects the air ball. That's his 8th rebound. Smart falling, and that is a foul. The sideline out of bounds for Ottawa. Fouls on Kennedy. His first personal.
Yeah.
Team third personal foul.
Yeah, now there's only 16 seconds left, and as we're seeing the replay here, Smart got a little bit of a knee to the leg, but he seems to be okay.
Cleveland inbounded. Balanced scoring today from the BlackJacks. 5 guys already in double figures. Here's Justin Jackson. Smart. 8 to shoot. Brings it back out. 5. Crossover dribble into the paint. The runner is off the mark. Lal with the defensive rebound, but it is out of bounds. And that will bring us to target time, 82-69. Ottawa leads. When we come back, we'll have target time action. You're watching CEBL Basketball live on CBC Channel, YouTube, and CEBL Plus.
Bring it on. It's game time. It's showtime.
wins. Target score time is the best time of a game. The energy, the drama.
That anything can happen.
Big players step up in big time.
He is cooking.
Good afternoon. Welcome back inside the arena at TD Place. Elias Elzain alongside Rosa and Jolie. Jackie Perez on our sidelines. We are into target time now. 82-69. Ottawa leads. First one to 91 wins this ball game. When heading into target time this season, Ottawa with a lead. Ottawa is 4-2. The two losses coming to the Mamba, where they were up by 7 in each game on the road, and here at home in dropping those. Niagara, on the other hand, when trailing, heading into target time, are 0-8. So Ottawa has possession here. They need 9 points. Elvis to inbound it. Gets it to Smart. Close to a 5-second violation. Smart. Cleveland. He'll put it up from beyond the arc. No good. And over the backboard. Touches the shot clock. So it'll be Niagara basketball.
It's gonna be hard for Niagara to come back from that big of a deficit, but it's certainly not impossible. And Khalil was saying during his halftime interview is that they wanted to play every possession as a championship team, as they believe that as a team they still have all the pieces to make it as far as possible.
Smart. Ottawa needs 9. Here is Smart. Drives into the paint. Loose ball and is taken away by Law. Up ahead, Kyle. Into the paint, and Jackson stuffs it right back in his face. The other way, Smart. He is fouled and will head to the line for 2 shots. Great defensive play by Justin Jackson, not picking up his 5th foul.
Yes.
And that
correct.
block leading now to 2 free throw attempts for Javante Smart.
Correct, and honestly, that possession only shows how athletic and fast BlackJacks are, because it went from a beautiful block from Jackson to a 4-on-1 for BlackJacks against Niagara in fast break.
Smart, 2 free throws. First one's good. He nails them both. Law. Ahmad. Law on the wing. He'll take it from beyond the arc. Short. Ball's batted around. Jackson comes down with it. Smart finds Cleveland trailing into the paint. Kicks it wide open in the corner. It's Elvis, and he rattles it home. Colby Elvis, another 3-point bucket. That's his 4th on the evening. He has 14.
Gotta love those corner threes.
Ahmad. Kyle. Good rotation defensively by Ottawa. Ahmad, he'll put it up from 3. Looking to answer. No good, and more. Gets another rebound. That's 10. So Moore in his first game back for Ottawa has a double-double, and Javante Smart from beyond the arc. 1 more point to win this game, 90-69. Ufile. Ahmad. 8 to shoot. The 3-pointer is up, short. Elvis with the rebound in a hurry the other way. Cleveland trailing in the paint. Lays it up and lays it in, and the Ottawa BlackJacks make it 2 in a row. They beat the Niagara River Lions 92-69, going on a 10-0 run in target time.
impressive. That is not the ending that we thought was going to happen when the BlackJacks, although were dominant the whole game and were up the whole game, they ended up only being up by 3 at halftime, which at that point could have gone either way. But since the beginning of the third quarter, the BlackJacks were dominant on both offense and defense.
They really kicked it up a notch. That togetherness that head coach Justin Mazzulla talks about. The defensive effort was great, especially in that second half, turning defensive stops into offensive buckets. They did it all afternoon long, and what a way to end the game when they got into the target time, going on a 10-0 run, 92-69, not letting Niagara score one basket in target time, only their 6th all-time victory over the River Lions, but their 2nd this season.
Yes.
In a big game when they're both trying to climb up the Eastern Conference standings. Ottawa now improves to 6 and 8. Niagara falls to 5 and 9, but these two teams will meet again very soon in Niagara. 92-69. I think if you're head coach Justin Mazzulla, you're loving what happened these last 2 games and ending the homestand 2-1.
Yes, you were talking about togetherness, and to me it's really one of the keys for the BlackJacks. As we know, they have some people that are able to score, but honestly, defensively, it makes it so hard for the other teams because you really never know who's going to end up with the ball in their hands and who's going to be able to score. Javante finished with 22. Elvish finished with 14 points. He was 4 for 7 from the three-point line. Fudge with 8, Harmon with 10. Like, that was a huge team effort, and I can keep going down the list with Moore with 12 points and 10 rebounds in his first appearance this year with the BlackJacks. He had an amazing game, but it was really a team effort and the togetherness that you mentioned, which is, I think, Coach Mazzulla's favorite, one of his favorite word when he's talking about his team and what he aspires to.
Yeah, and we'll go right to Jack User, joined by our player of the game, presented by Booster Juice. It's Isaiah Moore, his first game with the BlackJacks, and it's a double-double, which is another day at the office for Isaiah Moore. Jackie?
Well, thanks so much, Elias. Isaiah Moore, familiar face. I think the crowd loved having you here. So many explosive moments. How does it feel to be back here as a BlackJack?
There's no place like home. Yeah, how could you not miss this fan base and miss this crowd and miss TD Arena? So, yeah, it was great to have my first game back in here. Great to have my first game back.
Your scoring game was hot tonight. How did you feel going into that second half? You guys were leading for most of this entire game, but to get that hot hand all throughout the night, how does that feel?
Tonight, it was a team effort. Yeah, everybody contributed from every angle, from the starters to the bench. So it was overall a team effort tonight. Not too much focus on stats. Like Coach preached us, we're trying to win. You know, we know who our guys are. We know who the guys are. But as long as it's a W, that's a BlackJacks win for us.
This is your first game suiting up with the team, and we talked about his keys to this game was togetherness, defense. That last play, all that passing that happened, how hard was it, or how easy was it to get that communication going, even with your first game here?
Well, some of these guys, as y'all know, familiar faces, and some of them, you know, played against in the G League, so I've seen them, you know their game. So couple practices, it wasn't that hard to integrate me in the plays and stuff like that. So it wasn't too much of a hassle to get involved with the plays and stuff.
Love that. All right, now for the rest of this season, do you have a message for everyone watching at home for the CEBL League and even here in Ottawa?
The BlackJacks are making the playoff push. You heard it here now. BlackJacks are making the playoff push right now.
Appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
Yep.
Elias, Roseanne, I'll take it back to you.
And that's exactly what the BlackJacks are hoping for with the addition with Isaiah Moore, who finishes his first game in Ottawa with a double-double. You're watching CBL Basketball live on CBC Gem, YouTube, and CBL Plus. Welcome back inside the arena at TD Place. Elias Alzen alongside Rosanne Jolie. Jackie Perez on our sidelines. What a big time win for Ottawa. 2 in a row. 92-69, a 23-point win. 10-0 run in
Yes.
that target time, and they got it done quickly. That defense, Rose, you spoke about in that second half, they really kicked it up a notch.
Yeah, I love the adjustment that Coach Missoula made at halftime. At first, BlackJacks were struggling a little bit around the Duncan spot, the short corner with Caillou mostly, and not having anyone to double down. And then they adjusted second half, and it was beautiful to watch with those rotation, with those contested shots, with those block shots inside the key, as some of them that we can see during the replay. And the very first shot in that replay was Jackson, and I know that like Moore ended up being player of the game, which he totally deserved. It's his first game back with the BlackJacks. He had a huge impact on both sides of the court, but Jackson really set the tone from the beginning, and unfortunately he was in foul trouble, but the way that he was able to play defense, to me, was amazing, and I'm sure that it gave a lot of energy to his teammates.
Yeah, without picking up his fifth foul, he had that big block. There was 5 guys that had double figures in this game, and Jackson had 8. So if he gets a little more minutes because of the foul trouble, he probably joins them in double figures as well. So all around, great team win. The team shot over 50% from the field, 42% from beyond the arc. They got to the line 13 times, hitting 11 at them, which is 84%. And even with the 16 turnovers, they were still able to win by 23 points. And our next broadcast is the CEBL Sunday doubleheader action. It continues today as the Saskatoon Mamba and Edmonton take on Nick Hornsby and the Stingers in the back half of a home-and-home series between the two Cal Tire Western Conference teams. Tip-off at 4 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Eastern. You can catch all of that action live on CBC Sports, CBC Gem, and CEBL Plus. And for our crew, Jackie Perez on our sideline, Rosanne Jolie, I'm Elias Alzen. Have yourselves a good and wonderful afternoon.
Knock 'em out the run, knock 'em out the run, knock 'em out the run with your head top down for some action.